Welcome back to an exercise. This file is called Editing Icons and you have it attached in the Resources folder. As a reminder, go to the Home tab and then click on this icon to import to the Figma file. Let's work on this icon set that we already know. Say you want to resize it, right? If you just grab a corner handle and you start dragging, well, look at what happens. The icon does become bigger, and if you hold shift, it does get bigger proportionally, but notice it gets thinner. And if you make it smaller, way smaller, well, it becomes thicker. And there's a very good chance you don't want that to happen. So here's the solution. Focus on the top left side of the screen and click on this small arrow. This will reveal the scale tool. That's what we want to use, the scale tool. Now we can quickly resize it without any issues. Plus, I'm not holding down the shift key because Figma knows we want to resize our item proportionally. Let me undo and I'll show you how this works on several icons at once. So select them and then resize. Works like a charm. The next thing, changing colors. Before we get into that, I want to talk about something that's actually a bit boring. I downloaded these icons from the web, and it's very likely that you are gonna do the same thing over and over. Web designers don't actually create icons from scratch. I know that may sound weird, but let me explain why that's the case in a separate lecture. Just know that you're not supposed to create these icons by yourself from scratch. Because we'll download icons from the web, this means we'll use other people's work. And everybody works differently. If you ask 10 people to make you an omelette, you'll see 10 different ways of doing it. And it's the same thing here in Figma. If you look in the Layers panel, you'll notice that these icons have a particular symbol. That's not what I want to talk about. Instead, click here to the left of this symbol and you'll open up this element. As you can see, the trash can icon is actually made out of 4 things. These 2 vertical lines, the outline, plus the horizontal line for the lid. But let's move on to this other one. This has a different symbol. This is a group. Again, that's not the important thing. But if we open it up, this is the essential bit. We'll see loads of other things, more groups, and a few vectors. And we can open up one of these groups. But here's another group. My gosh. So here's the essential idea. Every designer works differently. Don't expect icons to be built in a certain way. Some icons may have 2 or 3 elements. Others may have 20 or 30. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Okay, now let's go back to coloring icons. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I'm sure you're gonna encounter various types of icons. Okay, if we simply click on the trash can, we can see there's a gray swatch at the bottom right side. In case you don't see it, move your cursor in this panel and then scroll down. This means we can click it and change the entire icon. Just like that, it's another color. Let me undo through Ctrl Z. Because we have access to each building block, we can select one of them, say the outline, and only change that color. And there you go. Now for this trash can, this doesn't look all that great to be honest, but let's try the speech bubble. Open it up and select the outline. Change that to anything you'd like. I'm happy with any random color, by the way. Next, I'll select vector 6 and 7. I'll hold down the Ctrl key to select both of them at once. Now I can change their color to, say to this one for example, just at random. Okay, great stuff, but let's pause for a bit. Let's do a quick recap. If you want to correctly resize icons, you will need to use the Scale tool. Remember to switch back to the Move tool, by the way, hotkey V. If you want to change the color of an icon, you can change the whole thing, or you can drill down in the Layers panel and select some of its building blocks and change those. Before I let you try this one out, here are some other icons. Select the first one and ignore all those layers and groups in the Layers panel. Instead, please focus here. Notice we have 3 colors showing, Plus, we have this option to load 11 other colors. Now, here's the essential idea. You can decide which color you want to adjust and simply click on a swatch. Say you don't like the light green color. No problem. Open up the color picker and start playing with it. It's that easy. Let me undo and show you something really cool. Say we open up all the colors and you're not really sure where this dull gray is being used. Okay, that's not a problem. Just move your mouse here and click on this target icon. And just like that, Figma will point to that specific layer. So again, you open up this area, and if you're not sure where that color is being used, click on the target icon. Okay, here's one final technique before it's your turn. These icons come from the same set, but say we're not a fan of this gold yellow color. Maybe we want it purple. Okay, no problem. As long as all of them are selected, click on the swatch and change it up. Isn't this awesome? I love this type of thing. The main idea is to experiment. There's no right or wrong way. You just want to have fun at this point. So please open up this file and change up both these icon sets. Do whatever you want with them. And when you're done, select them all and hit the export button. Have fun and please post your work. Thank you.